Let's start in Protea Glen, Soweto, where residents are frustrated over prolonged water supply issues. They say they've been without water for more than a week now. Our reporter Lumka Bhekindawo joins us live from there with those details. Lumka, thank you so much for your time and for joining us this morning. A very frustrating process and time for those residents, especially in this heat that we are currently experiencing in Johannesburg.
Indeed, Katlego, the community leaders here in Soweto are very frustrated. They were telling us that this issue of water is really affecting them and their lives. They were telling us that some of the community developments that are being done here in this area are the reason why they do not have water. But now let's quickly bring in one of the community members who's going to elaborate more. Thank you so much for your time, Tleko. You were telling us that some of the community developments that are being done here are the reason that that make you struggle to get water.
Yeah, that is true, because basically what is happening is that when you do infrastructure development, when you develop the property, you must also check the infrastructure, whether it will be able to supply the particular community. We have been having this problem for years right now, because the pressure was less. And every time early in the morning, when you want to bath, because the geysers are using pressure valve, there is no water going into the geyser. So we don't use geysers during the day. The reason being that we've been experiencing a less pressure of water. Like we are saying right now, we're closer to a building which the community stood up to say, if they do this building, what are they improving in terms of the infrastructure? Because right now, there are many people who are using water in here. But the main problem which is bringing us here today is the lack of water, because by this coming Tuesday, it will be 14 days without water. So we are becoming confused because we don't understand what is happening. Because City of Johannesburg, through rent water, they should be able to detect where there is a problem and fix it immediately. You cannot say people must stay for more than 14 days without water, because water is a basic necessity. Right now what they are doing is that we see trucks coming in here, and this area is very big. So how do you make 2 points of water in an area so big like this? Because the other tank goes to BP Garage, then the other one goes to Boxer. So the problem is there are people who are old and they cannot go there and fetch water. And if you use the buckets, you cannot survive with that water, because we have to flush the toilet every day. We do have people who are also on medication, who are supposed to take medication, and it becomes a very serious problem. Now we are asking ourselves to say, why is this problem? Because we might think that it's infrastructure failure. It's just a natural disaster. But there are suspicions also to say that this could be a tender process. Because those trucks which are delivering water here, they are not from Rand Water or Joburg Water. It's a private company, and we don't know what is happening. Maybe some people have agreed to cohort, to work together and make this thing as if it's a national disaster. Secondly, coming to the issue of problem that we have in this country. Like as they are saying that the population of South Africa is 62 million or 62 million in terms of statistics. Then the other question becomes, are we really so sure that the people in this country are 62? Because when they do stats, that is when they check in terms of the infrastructure to be able to cater for the population of this country. But for now, I can tell you that the population of South Africa could be more than 120 million. Double when you check the number of illegal foreigners that we have in this country. So when you check the infrastructure, you'll see that it cannot cater the current population that we have in this country. So this is a serious problem. It has confused the residents of Protea Glen, more especially Ward 13. Then the other thing is, it was never communicated to us on time that there will be this problem. We just woke up on Wednesday, Tuesday, we found that there is no water. Another Tuesday passed. We are going to the second Tuesday right now without water. And there is no single communication from the ward councillors here to update the people about what is happening. So what we are saying is that, well, if it's a disaster, what they have to do, those water tanks cannot come alone. Let them try and bring mobile toilets for the people to help themselves about that. I thank you.
Thank you so much. That is Ntlego Liseko telling us that the struggle here is really been happening for a long time. They are saying that these houses that you see in this shot are the reason why they are struggling to get water, saying that even the population here, there are a lot of people, so now they are struggling to get water, and especially for the elderly people. There is no water, and it's been 19 days now without water. But for now, back to you in studio, Katlego.